Hey, there you are, and welcome to My Dude Watch. My name is Jason, and today we are talking about a rugged and a tough dive watch that is powered by the spirit of racing. If you want a big, sturdy, and functional brute of a watch, I may have one for you, so let's talk about it. This will be fun. You know the deal. Grab a snack, pull up a chair, and let's talk watches. Before we get rolling, I just want to remind you we are having some giveaways coming up in April. All you have to do to get registered is make sure you are subscribed. Don't worry, you still have time. Today's video is sponsored by the Slate Watch Company. They contacted me and asked for a comprehensive review of this guy, and that's exactly what we'll give them. We'll give them a fair and detailed, comprehensive review. The opinions today on this watch are mine and mine alone. And just because this watch was sent over and I do not need to return it doesn't mean that my opinions will be swayed. Okay, here we go. Let's begin with the tell of the tape. This watch is a big boy. It's 48 millimeters in diameter with a case thickness of 14 millimeters. It comes with a reinforced mineral crystal with a nice sapphire coating. It has 316L stainless steel case back, crown, and tachymeter bezel. You also get a heavy-duty silicone strap, 100 meters of water resistance, and a tachymeter chronograph. And what is that, you ask? It's a scale on a watch dial used to measure speed based on time. It converts time measured in seconds per unit into a speed measurement in units per hour. You may remember we've reviewed two Lapizta watches on this channel before, the Zatara and the Addax. Both were received very well on this channel by you guys. Well, today's watch is similar in some ways. These three watches with the Addax on the far left. Now remember, these are tough, rugged, manly watches. You guys with the spirit of the outdoors will absolutely love these. Let's take a quick look at some of the similarities and the differences. Let's begin with the size of these divers. The Addax and the Zatara give you options, either a 43 millimeter or a 48 millimeter diameter. Here with the Addax, the 43 millimeter is not available, so you are looking at a 48. You also have a tachymeter with the Addax. The other watches, you get a standard dive bezel. Now, another difference in these three watches is the water resistance. You get 100 meters with both the Addax and the Zatara, but look at the Addax. Here you are getting 300 meters. Now, clearly it's because it's a true diver and you can go legit deep sea diving, whereas the Zatara and the Addax are chronograph watches, which means you have to secure the pushers from water damage as well. This is why only 100 meters. Now, the movements, the chronographs have the Miyota OS 20, while the diver has a Seiko Quartz. These are really three great watches for the outdoors, but I want to talk more about the Addax. There is a lot to unpack here. If you look at the profile of the watch, you'll see a few things that just stand out. First, I appreciate the size of the crown. I love that it's oversized, and because it's a watch for an active man, they gave you crown protectors on either side. Just outside of the crown protectors, you see pushers. These absolutely work as good as any pushers I've ever utilized. You can feel a snap when you work these. It's very nice. I do want to point out the aesthetics of the pushers and the crown. They are crafted to look like pistons. That's a pretty cool idea for a racing-inspired brand. The top pusher is to begin the timing function. Push it a second time and it stops. You can clear the time by pushing the bottom one and you're all set to do it all over again. You also have drilled lugs here on the tips. These help with strap changes. I also want to point out the lugs do turn down slightly, but not quite as I would hope, especially for a larger watch like this. However, to try to make up for this, they do a good job with the strap turning down quickly, which helps with the fit, but it also lengthens the watch. Let's turn the watch over and have a look at the case back. Again, just a manly looking watch. You can see the notches here for the screw down case back. The logo and name here in the middle of the stainless steel, and it looks nice. Let's now move to the top of the watch and look straight down. You can really get a nice view here of the cushion style case. It's very clean and smooth, no sharp edges anywhere. It's really a solid construct. As mentioned earlier, this glass is reinforced mineral crystal with sapphire coating, but honestly, it's clean and extremely well done. Now let's take a look at the dial. We have a nice carbon fiber material. It's not brass, which a lot of affordable watches utilize. I really do like this material, and this dial is layered as well. I believe it's 3 layers. You get numerals at the 12 and the 6, along with battens at the hour markers. You can also get a good look at the minute track here. I gotta say, this dial is lined up perfectly. Continuing our look at the dial, you can see the logo and the brand name just under the 12 o'clock position. There are 3 sub-dials in place as well, and you can see those here. Take a look at these hands. I like how they're wide. That's a good call for this dial. However, legibility can be a challenge. You are looking at black hands that are skeletonized in the middle with gray tips. It's a challenge for a middle-aged man like myself to get time at a glance. I really wish they would have done something different with the hands regarding the color. I think I would have made the entirety of the hands gray, painted them with loom, and had an orange or red second hand. Now, one thing I love about this dial is the date complication. The date wheel is black and matches the dial, and that's a great call by Lapizta. Let's take a quick look at the strap. What does this remind you of? Just take a closer look. Tire tread. Again, aesthetics that flow into racing. Very nice. What do you guys think of this buckle? It is massive, and I love it. You larger guys are going to love this watch. The Addax is powered by the Miyota Zero S20 movement. It's a quartz chronograph watch that is steady and reliable. Japanese movements are generally considered better and more reliable than most others. This one has an accuracy rate of plus or minus 20 seconds per month. We have reached that part of the video where we're going to put it all together and try to make sense of it all. We like to call this segment Gripes and Likes. Let's start with the gripes. Number 1, legibility. There's certain angles where those hands aren't quite as easy to see, and it causes legibility to be strained. Number 2, this is more of an observation and not so much as a complaint. It's just a large watch. It's very chunky. Some of you guys are absolutely going to love that. And now the likes. Number 1, the build quality. This group does a great job in building these watches to make sure they're rugged, nearly indestructible. And number 2, the aesthetics. I love what they did with the pushers and the crown, making them look like pistons. I love what they did with the strap as well, looking like the tread of a tire. These guys did a good job. And number 3, the movement. These watches are consistent time tellers. They've chosen a good movement here. Well, there you go. This is a very nice, heavy-duty, rugged diver for a man. If you're looking for a chunky, rugged tool watch, this is your guy. If you want to know more about either of these 3 watches, we put links in the description. Go there, check them out, see if they're right for you. And if it's something you're interested in, they'll get you a really nice deal. Hey, you made it to the end of another video. Thank you for doing that. We appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed what you saw today, please take the time to like this video, subscribe to the channel. It'll only take you a second, but it really does help. I've been told to wrap it up, so we will close the show. But thanks again for watching. My name is Jason with My Dude Watch, and we will see you next time. But wait, don't forget, dudes can't be late.